Speaking of atmosphere, crowd buzzing up, a man who is buzzing up for his greyhound, which will be racing in race 11, Scotty Brandon, has been good enough to join us here on the desk for a bit of a chat. Brando, welcome to you.
How are we, boys?
I'm going well. Mitchie, not so well. He hasn't tipped any winners. Postman Pat let him down.
Just given that a push at 20s.
You did. Yeah. Hey, talk to me, Brando. You've got a greyhound racing tonight on shootout night. That must be exciting.
Yes, massive thrill, I must say. When the heats come out, I eyed off the final tonight and was kind of hoping the big boy would get in.
How much planning goes into that? Like you say, you've eyed off the heats, Warragul to Sandown final. How much planning goes into the fact that this is going to fall on shootout night and you want some me time?
Oh, well, there's a bit of that. But no, I usually look a couple of weeks out, and the big boy had dropped back to grade 5 and saw he's racing pretty well at the moment, and I thought I'll have a crack at it and definitely be a good night to race.
You've been involved in greyhound racing as an owner for some time, but you've recently, in sort of the last 12 months, taken up the training, the collar and lead, and you've got this boy and the sister, amazed by you, by Dinah Quota, who was a staying girl you raced mainly at Mount Gambier and Adelaide and tracks like that.
Yep.
It must be exciting the way it's all sort of come together.
Oh, it is, mate. Like, it really is to actually own the mum, get the whelping done, do the rearing yourself, the pre-training, the break-in, and then the first race, honestly, to me and the missus, it felt like a Melbourne Cup, to be honest. It was just a dirty little maiden 395 down at Terralgan, but you know what I mean? That's why you do it. Honestly, people don't realise how many dogs don't even make the racetrack, and to do it from scratch, and then, like I said, he's done well for us, the big boy, and yeah, we're having a bit of fun. The missus is down as the trainer.
So you know your position now, don't you?
Yes, I just do what I'm told.
Hey, Tom, I was going to jump in. 395 Terralgan to Sandown here tonight.
Yeah.
Nerves. Are you nervous? Do you get nervous before big races or any race, boxing the dog?
Oh, every race.
Do you have expectations? Do you just put him in and think, well, it's my job's done, it's up to him now? Or
pretty much.
Or do you expect him to, do you do the form before the race?
I do the form before the race. I've got a mate that's a professional punter, and every time the field comes out, I tell me which dog does what and where do you reckon I'm going to finish and what odds do you reckon I'm going to be? And no, he nailed it tonight. He goes, you'll probably run around $6, be third or fourth favourite. And obviously the big fella needs to lead here. He's had a couple of runs here and run first 2 splits pretty well, but then he hits a quicksand turning for home. But he hasn't raced here for a while. He had a good win at Terralgan over the 500 not long ago. So he's getting stronger. He's not even 2.5 yet, so hoping he can hit the front.
Well, we're joined here by Scott Brandon, the co-trainer, I'm going to say, of Play the Victim. And I too have a mate who's a pro punter, but it doesn't always mean anything, Brando.
No, he usually gets it pretty right.
Hey, talk to me about this greyhound. You said 5 starts here at Sandown Park he's had. He's yet to have fired, but I've got no doubt when I go through his form, I delve into the form books, he's getting stronger. Yes. He's definitely hitting the line a lot better now than his other runs here. Yeah,
he ran a good third here at Ballarat to Sandown final a little while ago. He ran a good third from the pink, and I know Terralgan's a lot easier 500, but he seems to be running. He used to be a sitting duck over the 450 at Terralgan, and now he seems to be running the 500 out pretty well. Obviously, it's only a 28-second run, so it's not going to be a massive test, but this is where you want to race your dogs, mate. So that's why I put him in at Warragul, and hoped I'd be here tonight.
You were saying there's been a bit of a sitting duck over the 450s. How easy or hard is it? You can drop them back and you can do the easy thing and say, let's just drop them back in distance. Hopefully they'll lead. But when you step them up, they give them a greater chance to lead and hopefully hold on. Was it a big decision to think, well, let's try and stretch him out over 500 and hope that he can lead and hold on? Yeah,
I did think about it for a while and just thought I'll just get him out in front and hope he can hang on. Get a bit of a scrimmage behind him, which hasn't seemed to happen yet in any of his races.
No, it doesn't happen to mine either.
But look, just enjoying the ride, mate. Really, really am. Like, as you know, he's got a sister as well, and she broke in and pre-trained pretty ordinary, but we stuck to our guns with her, and I did want to send her to Gap early, and the missus said I wasn't allowed, and she's ended up winning in 34.50 here and won at the Meadows first look, so she's doing all right.
And when they win, social media, this bloke absolutely gives it a good a go as you'll ever see.
I try to light it up.
You do a beautiful job of it, Brando. Hey, mate, we appreciate your time here, and we love the story. We can see the passion just in the way you talk about these 2 greyhounds that you train. So good luck tonight with Play the Victim. We'll be cheering him for you here, I think.
Thanks, boys. Thank you.